Psychology has begun a serious study of how story affects the human mind. Results repeatedly show that our attitudes, fears, hopes, and values are strongly influenced by story. In fact, fiction seems to be more effective at changing beliefs than writing that is specifically designed to persuade through argument and evidence. Fiction is more effective at persuasion than evidence. Fiction more persuasive than evidence. Elizabeth Griscom was an upholsterer who outlived 8 of her 16 siblings and 3 of her husbands. 4 decades after she died, Elizabeth's grandson came forward to claim that his grandmother was personally commissioned by General Washington to sew a flag. There is no proof that Betsy Griscom Claypool Ashburn Ross is in any way responsible for the American flag. But the story conveniently appeared in the early days of women's suffrage and was said to inspire young women to get involved in politics. It was a fictional story that changed beliefs better than the facts. Every culture is packed with folklore. Washington didn't cut down a cherry tree, Robert Hood of York didn't steal from the rich, and Hungary's King Matthias the Just probably didn't cavort with the commoners. There are modern examples like North Korea's Kim Jong-il, who bowled a perfect 300 the first time he ever touched a bowling ball, and his son, Kim Jong-un, who could drive at the age of 3. North Korean leaders also never used the toilet and are known for beautiful love letters. Okay. Stories are mental shortcuts. They help us remember complex ideas. Greek mythologies teach us what happens when we open Pandora's box, summon a muse, or accomplish a Herculean task. The Bible shows us how the David in all of us can take down a Goliath, the value of being a good Samaritan, and what it means to be a zealot. Stories are a key tool in effective advertising, too. Much like legends and fables, metaphors and allegories make an intricate concept understandable, memorable, and most important, easy to recall.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Neighbors help and are reliable. You knew that before you knew about State Farm, and State Farm is just like that. A bowl of cereal with an underwhelming amount of vitamins and protein, that's hardly enough sustenance to be the breakfast of champions. It's a story you believe to be true because it might be your shortcut to being a champion yourself. When the city of Las Vegas decided to acknowledge whatever story you're telling yourself about Sin City, they reinforced it by promising, what happens here stays here. What story is hidden in these slogans? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. A diamond is forever. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Carlsberg, probably the best beer in the world. It's easy to identify the product a customer is buying. Your challenge is to figure out what story the customer is buying. Are they buying lawn care or are they buying pride? Are they buying brakes for their cars or are they buying safety for their family? Are they buying a hammer or a way to put a picture on the wall? You're not selling things, you're selling a story. Every person you see with a Nike, Ralph Lauren, or Donna Karan logo has bought a story. Stories seem to be more effective at changing beliefs than evidence. Aesop's fables have taught us slow and steady wins the race and never cry wolf. But what we don't know is, was there ever an Aesop? Seems that the legend of an ugly slave who earned his freedom through clever stories is itself a fable that we bought. And we keep selling it, generation after generation. What is your business really selling? What story are people buying when they purchase your product or service? Give that some thought. I'd love to hear your responses in the comments below. Or send me an email, johnny@molsonpartners.com. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, keep musing about marketing. That's what I'm doing.